Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm happy to meet you again. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. So in our today's video, we are going to learn how to crochet a multicolor bra cap. So we need the following. We need a stitch marker. We need a measuring tape for taking the measurements. We need a pair of scissors and a crochet hook, and I'll be using a 2.5mm hook since I'm using a fingering yarn. So the colors, these are the colors we're going to use. So let's jump into it. We will start by making a slip knot, and then we are going to chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 chains, and my 20 chains are equivalent to 3 inches without stretching, as you can see. So into our first stitch, you're going to skip this, and into the next we are going to make an extended single crochet stitch, and this is how we make it, just as you are seeing in the screen. And into the next stitch we are going to make a normal double crochet stitch. So continue making the stitches until you are left with one chain or one space, and then I'll tell you what we are going to do. Now we are left with this one chain. So into this space we are going to place 5 double crochet stitch. So this is the first one, the second one. Remember, we are placing the 5 double crochet stitches into this one space. So we are in our third double crochet, and now with our stitch marker we are going to insert it into that third stitch. This is where we are going to make our increases. So let's continue 4, and lastly 5, and then now we continue placing 1 double crochet stitch in each and every available space. So let's meet down there when we are done placing making our double crochet stitches. Into our last space we are going just to place a normal double crochet stitch, and we are done making our first row. So for our second row we are going to chain 1, and then you turn your work, and into this first stitch here we are going to make another elongated single crochet stitch or stacked single crochet stitch, and then into the rest we are going just to place normal double crochet stitches. So let's meet at the stitch marker where we placed our stitch marker. So the space where we placed our stitch marker, we are going to make another increase of 5 double crochet stitch, and always remember, in the third you pause and then you place your stitch marker there. It will remind you to know where you are going to make the increases. So we are going to place our stitch marker there, and then add 2 more in the same space to make 5 double crochet stitches, and then we continue placing a double crochet stitch in each and every available space. So this work is a repetition of this second row. So I'll pause here, and then we'll meet when we have made 4 rows, but let me confirm first. So we will continue until we have 1 2 3, sorry, we have 3 rows. 1 2 3 4 5 6, divide by 2 3. Yeah, so let's meet when we have 3 rows, and then I'll show you now how to change the color. Let's make our last double crochet stitch together. So when you are left with these two, we are going to change color now. We're going to change color. And this is how we do it. Just yarn over like that. And now we are going to cut the first color. Since we are done with it, make a tight knot. Make a tight knot there, and then now we start. So we are going to turn our work, and into this first stitch we are going to make a stacked single crochet stitch, just as we have been doing. Make a stacked single crochet stitch, and then for the rest, each stitch is going to get a double crochet stitch. So continue and let us meet at the stitch marker. Let's meet at the stitch marker. We make another increase, and then we finish up our row. So just as we did previously, into this middle stitch, the third stitch, we are going to place 5 double crochet stitches, but as usual in the third stitch we pause and return the stitch marker, because it's going to help us to know where we make our increases. This will help you to be more accurate in your work. So finish up. So this is our fifth double crochet stitch, and then now we continue with the rest. So I'll pause here. So this is how we make a multicolor bra cap. That's how we change colors. The most important thing to note is how to change color. If you've not understood, just feel free to rewind the video and rewatch it again and see how to go about it. So if you want to use more than 2 colors, you'll be able to achieve that. So I'm going to pause here, and then we'll meet here. I'm going to show you how to make this final row. Yeah. Placing our last double crochet stitch in the row. We're not finishing it up. Cut the yarn. Pick another color. That is if you want to use different colors. Make a tight knot to secure it. I'm going to turn your work. Make a stacked single crochet stitch into this first stitch. Chain 1, yarn over. We are going to skip 1 and into the next, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 into the next. We are going to place a double crochet stitch. I think I'll weave in later on. chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 into the next, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, skip 1, make a double crochet stitch. So let's meet at the top here. We have 2 stitches or 1 stitch to the middle stitch, so you're going to remove the stitch marker. You are going to chain 1, yarn over, skip this one, and into the middle stitch where we've been making our increases, you are going to make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, and another double crochet stitch still in that same space where we've been making our increases. And then we continue now, chain 1, you skip 1 into the next, make a double crochet stitch all through the end. So we are going to chain 1, and then with your pair of scissors are going to cut the yarn. So that is it. It's that simple. So we are done making our 2 multicolor bra caps. So if I want to give you a guideline, if you want to make different sizes, for example, maybe you want to make a medium size, this is a size small. So these are the measurements. For example, if you want an extra small, the starting chains that is from here to here should be measuring 2 inches. So that depends with the size of the hook you are using. I cannot tell you the exact number of stitches because it depends with the size of the hook you're using. And now the length from here, this corner to this corner, should be 6.5, but not this also. It should stretch to 6.5, but not exactly 6.5, because as time goes by, this piece normally expands, normally increase in size. So make sure it increase when you stretch it, it stretches to 6.5. If you are making an extra small size, the measurement from here to here should be 2.5 inches, and here to here 7 inches. Size small from here to here, and this is the one we have made, 3 inches, and from here to here it should stretch to 7.5 inches, and you can see it's stretching to 7.5 inches. So for size medium, from here to here should be 3.5, and from here to here stretching to 8 inches. For size large, from here to here the starting chains should be 4.5 inches, and now the distance from here to here should be, the length should be stretching to 8.5. So hope I'm clear on that. Now we are done making our bra caps. We are going to, later on I'll be making a top, so just stay tuned and see. Thank you very much for watching to the end. So as I have said, in my next video I'll be sharing with you how to crochet a top using these caps we've made. So bye, stay tuned.